Happy Monday, everyone. What a crazy start to March with the Iran war that happened over the weekend. I had no idea what was going to happen with the market. I checked with ChatGPT, I checked with Claude, I checked with Gemini, a handful of others, and it was dire. Everything was going to drop massive amounts, everything was going to go Swiss franc. So I was quite worried what would happen when the market opened yesterday. And I was surprised, and I'm continuing to be surprised. So whatever they suggested was the exact opposite of what happened. And we had a ton of exits last night and this morning and had a huge gain to start the month. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we are today. Okay, so let's take a quick look here, and we can see that just today, which is March 2nd, a day after the market opened yesterday, after the Iran conflict started, we can see that we've done 1.17%, so just about $650. Almost every bot of ours exited. The only one that did not have an exit was the USD Canadian. This is the one that's still stuck. It's been running for 45 days. But as I mentioned on the short and what I mentioned last video, we can see that we're closing some of the open trades. So as this progresses, the red are us closing orders. Red is us closing orders. Open circle is open orders, and closed blue circles are the orders that were closed with these red dots. So we can see that we've closed a couple yesterday and today, and that helps generate profit on top of the exits of the bots. So if we take a look at the bots, we had quite a few exits. We had 5 of the Euro USD exits. We can see those here, starting at Sunday at right when the market opened. There was a huge drop in Euro USD. Since we're shorting it, we were able to get a good exit there. And we can see that we've had a handful more, through Sunday and even this morning. Once the big one exits, the next ones will start. You'll get a handful of orders, maybe 1 order, 2 orders, while there's a lot of volatility. And we can see the last one had 2 orders, and it ran for 3 hours and generated, a 14% return on the margin used. And we can see that the USD Swiss franc had the same story. And what's really good is our Canadian CHF had a huge run. We'll take a look at that in a second. But this one was running for 27 days, so almost a month, used about $2,000 worth of margin and generated a 16% return on that. And because of Iran, oil, etc., that's why the Canadian dollar strengthened significantly. And if we look at that last run here, you can see that we took advantage of that massive spike. So it hit our profit. Since it was in trailing stop loss, it just kept running and ended up closing significantly over the 20 pip profit buffer that we've had set. So continue to let this just run. I didn't touch anything. It just ran. And I was sleeping, woke up, saw most of these exited. It was a good morning waking up to. So we started at 51,000 and our balance is now 56,100. So we are just shy of a 10% return, 9.7% return in 2 months. So cool. We'll see what happens with the geopolitical events, and I'll keep an eye and keep you guys posted. If you want to follow along, subscribe. If you guys want to see your own bots running, you can sign up with a demo account. It's free, simulated money, and you can experience this as well. All right. Happy trading.